and it's a CAE Luna. That is what we have taken help and we launched it. And this medical simulation is really interesting because it gives a wonderful experience to the students. And now we are using it not only for the medical student, but for nursing, for dentistry, and even for our school of pharmacy, which is there, right? And these two schools, which are doing extremely well, are learning on this. So, what this simulation is? The simulation is very interesting, right? We have patient mannequins, we have surgical simulators, we have diagnostic ultrasound simulation also with the help of augmented reality. So this is training the medical students and our professionals. We have opened it for many medical colleges, and they are in touch with us. We are sharing our facility and resources. We conduct training programs for all of them, and more than 1,000 students, undergraduate and postgraduate students, are trained through this laboratory training, and which is really interesting, right? So if you look at it with the help of these AI and VR, a student can understand how the processes are, right? And not only that, it's very interesting that one can see, right? So the how heart looks inside, how the in the gynecology department when the female come, then female patient comes and for the delivery, and what kind of problems she faces, and doctor can tap, doctor can say that push, right? So, and even they can look at the eyes. So eyes are dropping down. A complete simulation has been created. It's a wonderful experience for the doctors, right? In trauma center also, if you go, you can see that the person's the leg is cut and now the wound it's bleeding, right? And the TV or the monitor shows you all that information, that how one can really now look at it and what are the changes are happening and how BP is dropping down. I think this is something, a very unique experience which our students and medical professionals are getting. And I think that's the investment now what the private institutions and medical colleges are doing. I think the time has come where we need to really move towards the use of technology, right? And thank you to the scientists and thinkers. These all are taking great amount of effort to create such simulations, right? In management also, as the rightly said, that we have data analytics, right? So that data is coming, we're playing with that data. I think this is what is really required. So if you look at it, we are getting a good amount of support with the technology in terms of when I look at medical education, I think computer assisted learning is happening now. So it's so difficult for the students and faculty members, even for reading apps, right? So every day it's been said that the doctor has to read every day. So at least 2 to 3 articles they have to read. They need to keep updated themselves. And for this, I think lots of things are happening. So computer assisted learning is happening. Mobile devices. I don't need to tell you that everyone now patient is also so smart. Apple watches are there, right? But then mobile devices with the help of iPhones and Android devices are also playing an important role. And these have become the digital assistants to the for the questions and patient management to our the faculty members and doctors also. Also taking treatment decisions. I think this is something amazing which is happening across the world, right? I have recently the I was going to the Stanford University's website, and they said that they have the student app, which is the obtained from they have collaborated with the Apple store, and from there they can take that app, and then this app is also available. And I think this kind of education is coming up, and which we need to really look into it. They very nicely said by Dr. Rajita ma'am, yes, more than 16, 17,000 students going abroad, and now they are in a problem, and we all are, we have taken the initiative to the government, and we said that we would like to really help these students, the very comfortable. But I think these kind of efforts, which are very important, and the universities are taking care of it. So I talked about the yes, computer assisted learning, mobile devices, digital games are also happening for the surgical training. So if you look at it, so the surgeons are now being trained on these kind of the machines or with the help of technology. Simulations have to spoke about you. I have shared that information. Wonderful simulation. I'll request all these my co-colleagues to please let me know if you'd like to come and see, or maybe you can send your doctors to our campus and we can really talk to them. We can give them the real life experience that how this medical simulation is functioning so effectively. I think this is e-learning, of course, is one of the way which is creating an impact, and students are learning on that. In case of operation theaters, we know it very well that we have done the collaboration with the international hospitals or international the experts, right? And we are taking their help to even while the surgeries are going on. I have visited AIMS in Pune, and they said that inside we have all those classrooms and operation theaters which are very well connected, and they are having the live sessions and live surgeries. I think this is the new way of learning which is happening in medical education also. So we I think this is and that's why I think we all need to understand that the medical education is changing, influenced with the various many the factors which Ranjita ma'am has also talked about. Dr. Pandya also said the same thing, that yes, we need to really look at it very seriously in terms of physical, the health or the fitness, mental health, and of course the spiritual thinking process is to be elevated across the profession, and we have to do it. So in terms of healthcare environment, changing role of the physician, I think the even if we look at it, the societal expectations are also changing, and those are altered. So we need to address those with the help of the technology part of it. And I think if we start doing it, and when once we do it, because I think what we do is that we do the analysis of the complete business environment, and which talks about what changes. It talks about economical changes, technological changes. It talks about international happenings which are happening, right? And all this we take this data has been used for our making our own strategy. So gone are the days where we were talking about typical hospital, where you have a typical processes which have been conducted. Now I think we need to change the game of the complete medical profession with the help of all these technologies. Not only with the help of technology, but even our pedagogical techniques are required to be changed. So what we were talking about, the inputs which are required, or the use of technology to be taken care of. So I think if we really look at it and connect with our all stakeholders, including patient and our own medical practitioners across the in the India, or even the apps are available. I think service is the main, quote unquote. It's the main thing which is very important in medical the profession, and that is required to be addressed very effectively, so that the Indian the patient or Indian customer can rely on it. And of course, once we do it very effectively, I'm sure that medical tourism can happen very effectively. But I think this can be addressed very effectively with the help of technology. We need to change our approaches in terms of thinking and developing skills and competencies with our doctors and professionals, so that they can deliver this, right? And there, this e-learning technology, apps, wearable apps, all this will bring wonderful experience to the people. So if we look at it, so transformation has to be there in the medical field, right? And once we really are ready with this information, and then I think we can really prepare ourselves for the creating future doctors, so that they can have the more of a standardization of competencies, which I always talk about it. So we have to have the doctors with the good learning outcomes, right? Where we have to have the syllabus, which is using the integration of typical, the of course, the formal knowledge, clinical experiences, patient-centered care, how one can do it, right? How can we talk about or address the population health is also required to be addressed effectively. Very nicely said by Dr. Kulkarni that cost conscious, the consciousness, or how and how we can really look at it, because being a banker, she said about this particular, that how can we really talk about retaining people in our own the nation, why we are allowing people to go outside. So affordability is one of the area which we need to take care of it. And if we do it, I think with the help of technology, we can add a high value, and then of course with the care, and that will really create a wonderful the services through the medical profession, and this will help us to really address the various challenges and issues which are being taken care. So I think for the technological part of it, we need to work on various aspects. As I've said, that one is the knowledge acquisition, improved decision making process, right? Enhancing perceptual variations which are happening, the improving our skill coordination, right? And of course, providing the educational environment where it engages the learner and allows that yes, the learning does not happen with the typical endanger with the patient. But I think that if we start working on it, it will be a great the benefit to everyone. So computer technologies will help and develop. See, why should we go for the technology? I think we need to now think about that the core areas are required to be with us, and those which are not important can be the outsourced. This is what we always talk about. So our typical the time which goes in managing people or making decision can be eased out with the help of technology, and that can really give the edge over and definitely a great service to our patient. And I think the this particular approach can definitely help all of us. So this is, I would like to share it on the on especially for the part of use of technology in our medical education. And as I've said that our medical simulation is one of the best one, which I'll request all my co-colleagues to visit, and you can see that how we are doing it. It's really wonderful, right? And including orthopedic surgeries are also there. So I think this is something different. One can go inside and can see that with the effect of VR. So we need to explore all these possible things, and we can.
I can vouch for it. It is one of the best centers. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
One of
And
the best centers in India,
yeah,
along with MS Ramaya also. MS Ramaya has also developed a good center.
yes.
Brought the students there. Yeah.
True,
Thank
very
you.
true. So that's what I said. I because when I took over the position as a vice chancellor and when I visited the center, I was so happy to say that this is the investment, for the next 5, 10 years, where you can see what is happening. So I think thank you so much for allowing me to speak on this particular part of it. Thank you, Mr. Chandrananan. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, in fact, I really appreciate the work which your university is doing and the way these simulation centers and laboratories are open for rest of the people to actually come and experience and understand. If they are not in a position to, have their own setup, why not established organizations like yours support the needy people who are definitely looking an eye. And the way ma'am also said, Rajita Kulkarni ji, we have so much of our brains, Indian brains, going international. Do we have any limitation in India? Like, we have so much of resources, we are full of equipments, we have so good brains in India as well. We just need a proper framework supported with the apex body or the regulatory bodies who should act as a facilitator, and maybe a PPP model could help us extend to a different level. How much a private university or a deemed university can do alone? We definitely need that kind of partnership, a recommendation, a recognition, because they need to certify us to extend it to a different level. So yes, definitely that opens door for that kind of observation. I would like to ask Mr. Sendil Kumar sir, from you, I would like to understand how institutions, equip in R&D, and or how important the role of say R&D towards a futuristic healthcare model.
Yeah, the future of healthcare includes technology that combines data on patient medical history, real-time health, insurance coverage, and financial informations, all to support provider decision-making and improve the patient health and reduce cost. So this is a focus area, the future of healthcare. So at this point of time, most of our institutions are not very active in terms of R&D. Current issues facing the research in higher education institutions, including quality, relevance, ownership, funding, and international networking also. So we need to focus on probably I would like to mention few things here. We need to develop a conducive policies and procedures for research in universities, providing the necessary infrastructure. As you said, even the funding should come from the government side also, and training, retaining, and attracting highly skilled human capital, increase investment in research and higher education, and finally, the commercialization of research. The research should be closely linked to teaching and learning. We need to develop a framework for combining the strength of university laboratories and other scientific laboratories for undergraduate and postgraduate science education. My thing is in the industry, institution, society interface to be strengthened for research and development. And coming back to the previous question, I would like to put one information apart from the madam says the simulation. In India, even the University Grants Commission is now recognizing open online courses. In fact, in January last year, the government mandated 15% of Indian universities must deliver online degree courses. You know that India is one of the fastest growing online education market, and over the next 2 years should touch US dollar 1.96 billion. Because the rapidly growing number of Indians on mobile digital tools, internet usage in India seems to be driven by rural internet growth. Usage is touching 566 million people. By this institution the knowledge between among the global healthcare institution.
Yes. Thanks, NLG. So I guess we are just exceeding 15 minutes to the final session. So maybe next important and most awaited moment is just about to start. But before it, I would definitely have one question to be asked from Dr. Vijay Pandey, sir. A role of, again, in healthcare institution, Vijayji, if you would like to highlight into the same lines, role of healthcare institution in imparting social, mental, and emotional well-being. What do you want to say on this?
I will take just two or 3 minutes more, because I personally believe that only and only medical students and doctors can be brand ambassadors for this particular topic of spiritual and mental and psychological and social well-being. None other than doctors and medical students. So, and the Medical Council of India and National Medical Council has already taken all these points very seriously before 4 or 5 years. They have also, each and every point that's called revised competency based course. That includes attitude classes, that includes ethics classes, that includes communication skills, soft skills classes, yoga classes, meditation and sports. In fact, first month of whole MBBS course is celebrated as foundation course. Is taught all these topics are covered under this month, and we teach our students about ethics, about attitude, about yoga, meditation, sports, and everything. So that is a good practice which is already started. As far as holistic approach is concerned, integration of allopathy and all other alternative therapies is concerned, we have already started Ayurvedic OPDs in allopathic hospitals, homeopathic OPDs in prominent places in our OPDs. And whenever our students and doctors go to medical camps and in community health work, they also speak about psychotherapies and the diet therapies and homeopathy and Ayurvedic therapies. I can also say that we insist our orthopedic doctors to write prescription of write physiotherapy in his prescription. We request our psychiatrist to write psychotherapy counseling in his prescription. when I mean to say जब हम इस मोड पे जाएंगे, इंटीग्रेशन जब इस लेवल पे जाएगा, तब इन रियल मीनिंग में इंटीग्रेशन होगा अल्टरनेटिव थेरापीज का और एलोपैथी का, जो मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली अभी रिक्वायर्ड है. लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट, spirituality is the key. We invite spiritual leaders from Brahma Kumaris, from Sri Sri, from BAPS, dominance and staff during this foundation course, and also during refresher workshops and that kind of things for medical students as well as faculties. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that closing remarks on the spirituality, and I can very well judge the kind of how passionate are you in preaching this. So so with this, now we come to an end of this session, and let me do the honors. We would like to, as a Radacom Media, as I told that we are an emerging media company, and we want to become the media voice of the community, not only in healthcare and wellness, but into education, in human resource, media entertainment, and art and governance. So this is what Adacom Media has been doing since the time we got ventured, at the time when the second wave of COVID was there, and when organizations was closing down, when there was a job loss. We, the founders of Adacom Media, we united together and we fought for a social cause. And then we opened this show-caused organization where ADOR again stands for aspiration, reimagination, digitalization, opportunity, readiness, abbreviated as ADOR, and community and communication means COM. So that is how ADOCOM united, and from then the journey of social entrepreneur started. And our media team is very passionate about putting in efforts in co-creating the positive change in the society by inviting the community leaders like you and co-create such knowledge sharing platform. I would encourage and would ask and appeal to the stakeholders who are listening us. If you have done any tremendous and extraordinary work in your own field, if you have any launches, if you have any achievements, you do please share with our team. We will edit it, and if anything which is of the benefit of the society, we would like to publish it free of cost on our portal, and we would like to amplify it to the social media handles so that maximum people could understand the kind of good work you are doing in your respective fields. So that is the commitment from my end. We would like to be the media voice of the community, and we would like to publish all those publications, journals, or any achievements, any allocates which you have been doing in your respective field, and you want any platform to be published, that we would help you in doing this. And we would also like to become the media partners. We would like to be the community partners. If you have any small event to your campuses, or maybe a larger event to a city, a state, or a country, we can do what best we are in doing it. So we have been doing it for many years, and we would like to get associated with you in preaching your communication to the right stakeholders. We know what things to be promoted where. And we can help you in engaging with the government lobby. We can help you in engaging with the corporate lobby. So a blend of corporate, academia, government, and healthcare should definitely, help in getting a better outcome of results. So this is what. So with this, may I please have the honors of, felicitating you, honoring the last panel speakers for the kind of tremendous work they have been doing. So this is a small token of appreciation to. I'd like to felicitate this Professor Rajita Kulkarni under her leadership, the way she has been doing and a commendable work, being a president of university, and with the help of the foundation and Shri Ravi Shankar ji, the good work they are doing. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. Next, please. Token of appreciation goes to Colonel Dr. Sunil Kumar Raoji, who is the CEO of Gujarat Cancer Society. Congratulations, sir, and thank you for joining. This applaud and appreciation goes to one of my favorite speaker of this panel, Dr. Saili Gankarji. She's the Vice Chancellor of Diva Patil University. And since uh, mm, my service in various other organizations, whenever I've been inviting her, she has been there, whether it be ILETS or ASMA or any other organization. And now I'm so proud and privileged that, ma'am, I was able to bring you in my own company, Adacom Media. And I would need this kind of patronage and blessings in my continued journey, which I'm going through. So thank you so much, ma'am, for supporting me. This certificate goes to Dr. B. Sendil Kumar, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your good work and your association with us. Dr. Vijay Pandya, sir, we were very proud to have you. Yeah, this was your first association, but I think there is a lot of chemistry between us.
Definitely.
Yes. Thank you, sir. So with this, we were waiting for this wonderful moment, and now it has arrived. Let me start with the formal announcement of the Healthcare Leadership Awards and felicitation. So a lot of discussion has happened. To just lighten the moment, I would request my backend team to please play a short music video so that we are prepared with our senses and ready for that award ceremony. A small video, please. Shubham, please stop. Yeah. So I just came to understand from the team. In fact, it is a very precious and a very important moment for us to have Sri Arvind Varchasvi ji with us. He's the MD of Shri Shri Tattva member and advisory committee of Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. We are so honored and blessed you, sir, that you are there and you try to manage to give your scheduled time again, if not in the morning, but at least in the evening in the valedictory session. We are so humbled and glad that you did not miss to attend this session, even though we were just starting with our award ceremony. Kindly excuse me, sir, if I made you delayed for joining this session, but der aaye durust aaye jo kehte hain, sir. So thank you so much for joining again, and we have been seeing you, we have been following you through so many pages and handles, and we would really like to applaud the kind of work which you are doing, sir. So let me have the opportunity to introduce you with the guest with the audience who are there. And an appeal to all the award winners and the audience who are tuned with us. Kindly bear with us for another 15 minutes because we have one eminent personality of an healthcare industry, Shri Arvind Varchaswiji, who is be just going through a valedictory speech for 15 minutes. He is a distinguished industrialist and a passionate entrepreneur. Mr. Arvind Varchaswi is a managing director of Shri Shri Tattva, a company committed to seeing a healthy, happy, modern world through the ancient science of life and well-being. Under his able leadership of Sri Sri Tattva, he has growth into the prominent player in FMCG and Ayush space. The brand presence of more than 53 countries across 6 continents. He also serves as the director of Source Natural Foods and Herbal Supplements Limited, a listed company in BSC. He is recognized as the top 100 retail minds of India by Asia Africa GCC Retail and Shopping Center. Shri Arvindji serves as a member of advisory committee to the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He serves as a group advisor, International Affairs of Ayush Advisory Group, constituted by Pharmaceuticals Export Council India, Pharmexil, a body set up by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. You have been holding many positions in various government bodies and non-government bodies, sir. Shri Arvindji is a senior instructor with the Art of Living and teaches yoga and meditation programs incorporating life skills, stress relief, ethics, human values, and avid musicians. He plays tabla and piano. Understanding your versatility, sir, we are so impressed and happy to have you on board. May I please pass on the virtual mic to you for your remarks in the valedictory speech. Arvindji.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chandan. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. At the outset, it is such a pleasure to share the dais with such eminent personalities and erudite speakers. I did get an opportunity to listen to some of them, before I actually came across here. I'm sure that all of us understand that, especially during the pandemic time, the entire aspect of healthcare has totally taken a totally different, move. We've seen that it's not the actual system of medicine that makes a difference, but it's actually which is the system of medicine that is relevant to the person at that point in time. We saw, especially during the pandemic, whether it's allopathy, whether it's Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Yoga, homeopathy, everybody came together to see that how is it that they could be a part of the solution. So I feel that especially these last 2 years have really taught us that it's not any system of medicine, and this particular bias against any system of medicine is something of the past. We've seen that people would like to imbibe every system of medicine which is relevant to their health at that particular point in time in their lives. Having said that, we've seen that over the last decade, there's been a lot of interest in the Ayush systems. Shri Shri Tattva per se also champions the cause of Ayurveda and Siddha. We've seen that, with the inspiration of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji, we've left no stone unturned to ensure that we bring the quality that what Ayurveda stands for to the world. We are one among the few who also have the WHO CGMP standard certifications for both products and also for our facilities when it comes to Ayurveda. We are perhaps the first to also have the ANMAT GMP as far as in Argentina, and also having all the relevant certifications required for the Middle East and as far as even Canada as well. What does this really signify, to Chandan, is that there's a lot of interest in ways and also in solutions, especially in the natural aspect that what people are turning to. People would like to take care of their own lifestyle. We've seen that a whole lot of lifestyle disorders have increased over the last decade. We've seen that India is perhaps becoming the diabetic capital of the world, and a whole lot of these things can be reversed by attending to one's lifestyle. We do understand that, there are in certain conditions that what humans have, there's really no cure or there's no particular medicine that takes care of it forever, but you also need to show some commitment to attend to your own lifestyle. We've seen that a whole lot of importance is given to clinical trials, especially during the pandemic. One particular statistic that what I wish to share with everybody over here is that more than 60% of the studies that have been registered in CTRI here in India were that from the Ayush systems. What does this really say is that even the entire Ayush industry is ready and geared up to ensure that there is some sort of standardization when it comes to the aspect of research that what people are looking for in the world. Just because Ayurveda and the Ayurveda systems are more than 5,000 years old, they're still very relevant today. But we also need to understand that from industry and also from a regulatory standpoint of view, we also need to be current. And I would like to really compliment the government of India also here for setting up a separate ministry and giving the entire systems of medicine their own ministry. And perhaps it's the youngest ministry that what you have in the government here today, but a whole lot of, it's very agile. We've seen that a whole lot of things have happened during the pandemic, and even after that, we're going to be having a WHO center over here for traditional medicine here in India, and that is something that's very welcome. Having said that, even from Sri Sri Tattva's side, we've seen that we do a lot of research. Sri Sri Tattva's Kavasura Kudineer was actually repurposed as an intervention for mild to moderate COVID-19 cases. And apart from that, we've seen that we are also researching on a whole lot of other products to see that how we could be of service to society during the pandemic time. We've seen that our product has been researched right from the Frankfurt Innovation Center for Biotechnology in Germany, and they also saw that on the in vitro studies, they've seen that there's a whole lot of promise that what the Ayush and Siddha medicines also have in store. Going forward, I really feel that it's not going to be one medicinal system against the other, but it's up for the consumer to choose as to which system of medicine would he like to imbibe and he like to impart in his or her own lifestyle to see that what's relevant for them. This entire aspect of holistic and also overall healthcare is something that what is the buzzword of the day. And we've seen that all systems coming together is going to be the solution for the world going forward. Lifestyle disorders really need to be taken care. And this is something that what all systems of medicine really aspire in doing so. And that's where the system of Ayurveda, it has a very nice thing laid out called Dinacharya, saying that what is it you need to do during the day to stay healthy. And I think that few things, most of the time we understand that we all know what we need to eat, while in case if we do have a medical condition, but we don't eat it at the right time. And even if you eat at the right time, you might not eat the right thing. And Ayurveda over here also says that what is good for your body type, even to which, during which season. So I think that it's really very interesting and it's very scientifically put down. And I feel that we really need to see that how we could make this as a part of our own lives to see that we have a healthy future ahead. I think with these few words, and then it's been such a pleasure to be here with all of you, and I'm wishing your entire organization, the very best. I did hear that you're a young enterprise, and I'm sure that there's a great future in it for you. Thank you very much for having me. It's been an honor to really spend the time here with you and also share the dais with such eminent personalities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arvindji. Thank you for making your time over here. And we started with her energy with a keynote speak of Kuwar Vijendra Shekharji, Chancellor, Shobhit University. And we ended with energy. So, sir, generally when we end with the session, the energy level lowers down. But when we have figures like you, the personalities like you, definitely we inculcate the energy back to any small tips for the young entrepreneurs like us. What should we follow in our life to grow and groom and become if not popular, but at least whatever we have dreamt of, if you could reach that dream nearer to it. Any small tips for the young entrepreneurs?
And then my only input to you here would be that values are very, very important. So your foundation must be really strong. Ensure that you have some values that what you would like to imbibe and always stand by. And this is something that would really go a long way. Because for any entrepreneur, you would always have opportunities, but are you going to sacrifice your values for that? So this is something that what you really need to think and see that, how is it that you would like to lead your own company. So any entrepreneur going forward, values are very, very important. Ensure that there's nothing worth sacrificing your values, and also the promise that what you give across to your customer. I think these are two things that I would advise young and budding entrepreneurs, because it's important that if you want your tree to grow really big, your roots also need to be really strong. That's what Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji always says, and this is something that what's very relevant. He says, deepen your roots and broaden your perspective. When you're deep rooted in your values, that's when you get a much broader perspective. You're able to look at things in a very different way. You would learn how to blossom. So I think that this is something that what I would really advise to young and budding entrepreneurs. Deepen your roots and broaden your perspectives.
Lovely, lovely, wonderful. So thank you so much for enlightening us in that way. So before moving ahead, sir, we would like to have the honors to felicitate you with a small recognition. So this is a small token of thanks, and we are humbled to present you this certificates to Shri Arvind Varchasvi ji, who is the MD of Shri Shri Tattva and Member Advisory Committee of Ministry of Ayush Government of India. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chandan. It's such a pleasure to be here, and I must definitely acknowledge Dr. Sayali over here, and also Dr. Professor Ranjit, who've been here and also listening to what I have to say. It's a real pleasure sharing the stage with both of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So with this, now we move ahead with the much awaited, the award ceremony. And so before, announcing the name, I would just like to say that we have received a tremendous response for this awards, and Adacom Healthcare Leadership Awards will recognize and will honor those creative minds who have demonstrated significant contribution and innovative initiatives in healthcare, wellness, Ayush, health tech, and in academia. Would honor the trendsetters, innovators, doctors, surgeons, physicians, dentists, hospitals, corporate, and startups who have been providing excellence and outstanding accomplishments in the healthcare sector, despite of the tough times we have faced since last 2 years. Adacom Healthcare Leadership Awards aims to acknowledge those individual institutions who have been playing a very key role in transforming the medical technology, research, or delivery outcomes, which has positively impacted human life, the healthcare community, and society at large. This will bring recognition and visibility for an individual, institution, and organization. And we bring together all the stakeholders, and eventually we are bringing a paradigm shift in the healthcare sphere within the various parts of the country. We got, as I said, that we got a decent response of participation and nomination for this prestigious award. We have carefully assessed and validated with the help of our selection committee and organizing committee, and we were able to shortlist the winners' names. So with this, may I please have the honors to announce the first winner for the day. So the first category is in the excellence in teaching in health sciences, and the award goes to School of Allied Health Sciences, Tamil Nadu. Congratulations to the School of Allied Health Sciences. Mr. Sendil Kumar, if you are here, can we have a acceptance speech from you?
Thank you, Chandan. I'm audible?
Yes.
Heartiest greeting to August gathering here. My sincere thanks to Team Adacom Media and the juries have chosen us. Excellence in teaching in health sciences. Congratulations to fellow recipients too. Bringing idea to life requires a great deal of effort, and this effort had been the reason for our continuous and sustained success. I make sure that the delivery of standards of quality should be highest possible in all that we do for our students. So, as you can see, it has obviously led to this award. The task of identifying talents and awarding them in highly commendable, and a heartfelt thanks to Chandan and team for having been championing the cause of building knowledge sharing platforms and business ideas. award will not only bring happiness and motivate us to do better and achieve more success in the future, but makes it our responsibility to deliver the best. Thank you.
Congratulations again, sir. Thank you. So the next award goes in the category of Business Leader in Healthcare for the year 2022. And this goes to Mr. Saurabh Gupta. He's the Vice President Operations, Vedanta, Lucknow. Congratulations, Mr. Saurabh Gupta. We have you? Yeah.
Thank you, Chandan. In fact, I would like to say sincere thanks to Ardorcom Media. And I would actually like to dedicate this particular award to all the healthcare workers who stood tall against all the three waves. And we have seen devastated timings, devastated individuals, society who were just staring at what was happening. And I was running a COVID hospital. So I've seen those times, and I wish that those times do not get repeated. Many of our healthcare workers were actually fighting at double front. They were having COVID patients at their home. They were themselves, having COVID at a lot of time, but still they were trying their best to serve as many patients as they can. So big hats off to them. And again, the healthcare delivery has changed for better. As you say, new normal. So this is the new normal, that hospital has moved outside hospital. We can see a lot of things happening. And thank you once again. Kudos to all the healthcare workers who are battling the pandemic across the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. With this, we move ahead with the next category. It is in the excellence in. It is in the. May I please request audience to kindly mute themselves. Backend team, can you please help in muting them? Yeah. In excellence in capacity building, this goes to the artist training wing of Divakar Specialty Hospital, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Congratulations, Dr. G.V. Divakarji, for this prestigious award. Truly deserved. Your acceptance note, sir.
Thank you, Ardorcom Media, Chandan Anand and Itisha and the team for arranging this award function. It is a very humble to receive this award, because we are trained about number of healthcare workers, and all these awards will definitely encourage us to do more work and train more number of staff, healthcare staff, to do the work in the healthcare industry. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we move ahead with the next award category. It is in the Women Leadership Award in Healthcare 2022. And the award goes to Dr. Upasana Arora. Is the doctor of Yashoda Super Specialty Hospital, Kosambi, Ghaziabad. Congratulations, Dr. Upasana ji.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chandan. And awards always give you encouragement, and then you are supposed to do more hard work and more good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Congratulations once again. Yeah. We move ahead with the another award category. It is in Outstanding Hospital in Urology, Andhra Pradesh for the year 2022. And the award goes to Prasant Hospital, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Dr. D.S. Chakravarti ji, we are here. A representation from Prasanta Hospital. If you can mute yourself. Okay, let's move ahead. The next category is an innovative healthcare infrastructure solution provider for the year 2022. And this goes to a well-deserved organization, Kanoff Sealing Solutions India Private Limited, Mumbai, Maharashtra. Congratulations, Kanoff. Mr. Nareshi, you are here. Can we have an acceptance note from you?
I thank you for recognition, and the innovation which we discussed over last 2 days was one, redesigning our hospitals where human-centric design means sound, acoustics, invisible factor plays a very important role. It takes the infrastructure in India to a world-class level. As an organization, Kanoff, we are committed to innovation and growth in every market we are present in. This is 150-year-old company, global leader. And recently we launched this solution called UVC Luftreiniger. And it's a retrofit solution in a running hospital. And I'll be very happy to work with each one of you, giving you a testimony of acoustics as well as indoor air quality excellence with the both solution which we have. Thank you so much for excellent event over last 2 days. I thank each one of you for participation, knowledge sharing, brainstorming, and that will take us ahead as a nation also. Thank you so much for this recognition.
Thank you. Now we move ahead with in the next category, which is Outstanding University in Pharma and Ayurveda Education. And the award goes to Shobhit University, Meerut. And we have Professor Ranjit Singh ji to receive this honors. Congratulations, Ranjit sir, for this tremendous work in Shobhit University.
Thank you very much, Anand. Honorable dignitaries and dear friends, I convey my gratitude and thanks to Ordercom Media and the jury for this award. I am very happy and elated to receive this prestigious Ordercom Healthcare Leadership Award 2022 for being Outstanding University in Pharma and Ayurveda Education. And I humbly and gracefully accept it. The university is located in a pure rural background and caters to the need of youth of this very rural belt of Saharanpur district and adjoining areas. We offer courses in Ayurveda, pharmacy, naturopathy, and other disciplines. The recognition gives more responsibility. We are already serving the people around in the area of health services with 100-bedded Ayurveda hospital in this area and doing other roles as well. We have done very well and received applause for human services during COVID pandemic. Thank you again. I assure you all that we will keep doing good things for the society and the country. Jai Bharat, Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, congratulations. We move ahead in the next category. It is in Excellence in Leadership in Ayush Health Initiatives 2022. And the award goes to Professor Dr. R. Meena Kumari. She is the director from NIS, National Institute of Siddha, Chennai. Congratulations, Dr. Meena Kumari ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me this award. This award is nothing without the work of our faculty. Really, without their dedication, sincere involvement in those activities carried out during this past 2 years, they did huge efforts. They put huge efforts without any selflessness. Because I want to thank here all of my faculties in our institute, National Institute of Siddha, and we are in the path on move forward towards familiarity for Siddha system in national level. For this aim and dream, we are humbly accepting this award. This is dedicated to our National Institute of Siddha. Thank you so much. And I did nothing without my faculty's efforts. Thank you so much, Chandan sir and Adore.com. Thank you so much.
Kudos to you and your leadership and your team, ma'am. You're doing tremendous work. Keep doing that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We move ahead with the next award category, Upcoming Young Urologist in Andhra Pradesh. And the award goes to Dr. K. Dheeraj. Is the laparoscopic and endourologist transplant surgeon, Prashant Hospital, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Congratulations, Dr. Dheeraj. Dr. Dheeraj, if you can please unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Shall we move ahead with the next awards? Yes. And last but not the least, the University with Excellence in Teaching and Pharmacy Education. And in this category, the award goes to the D.Y. Patil University, Ambi Campus, Pune, Maharashtra. Well-deserved university. Congratulations, Dr. Sally Gankam ma'am, for leading this university in forefront. And we have your acceptance speech, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chandan Anand, CEO of Adducom. Thank you. It was really wonderful. Many congratulations to the other achievers, those who have received these awards. I think awards are especially the recognition of the task and the work what we do, but it sets the new milestone also when award has been received. So it comes with more of responsibility. It comes more of accountability, whatever we are doing. With the help of faculty and students, definitely we are working very hard. The School of Pharmacy and our medical education in all the campuses is motivating many students. Every year, more than 35,000 students are awarded with their own undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. D.Y. Patil University name is very popular, very well respectful. The reason is Honorable Dr. D.Y. Patil, Padma Shri, ex-governor of 3 states of India, has taken great amount of effort to lay the strong foundation for all our 6 universities. The universities are striving for the excellence. They are working very hard to give the cutting edge education to all students who are coming to us. So I look forward to have every time new students coming in and having the education from the D.Y. Patil University, Pune campus. So look forward to see you. Thank you so much once again to Mr. Chandan Anand, CEO. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful having all the winners and truly deserved. You all are doing some commendable work in this particular field. This kind of appreciation and recognition definitely motivates you to keep continuing the same work. Thank you so much, everybody joining. So before ending, I would like to say that what a powerful and interesting deliberation we just witnessed, full of knowledge and learning. And this kind of event would not have been possible without unconditional support of my Adducom team. I must recognize them and applaud their achievements. And we have been doing this effort since last many months. There are few people whom you can see on screen, but there is a huge team which is off the screen, backend team, who has been doing this creative work, designing work, social media work, website creation work, regular follow-ups, calls, many regrets. Out of say 100 regrets, we get 10 confirmations. So we just see the confirmation part of it, but we don't see the regret parts of it. So thank you so much, team, for helping. Yes, this is not possible without a teamwork. Let me name the pillar of this event, Itisha Yugal. You have been a great support, Itisha, and
Thank you so much.
I really applaud by the sincere efforts. Instead of knowing that ki mujhe wo speaker kya bolenge, you always keep on giving them calls, reminders, reverts, understanding the kind of busy schedule they are having. And likewise, Mr. Ayush, he is a very young chap, very dynamic chap, always eager to learn. And he has been one of the second pillar along with Itisha to give a wonderful delivery in this event. I would really recommend. He's a passionate DJ player also. So you can make him by seeing his appearance with 3 दिन से डांट रहा था आज तुझे full shirt पहनना है. And it is not his style of wearing the dress, but only on my request, at least he managed to wear a full dress, and somehow his hair is slanting. It is not that way. It's standing like this. but he managed.
And say, yo, bro, you forgot, yo, bro.
And many a times, instead of sir, he have kept on saying me, bro. So thanks, bro, for helping me in executing this event, Ayush. And I mean that from core of my heart, it would not have been possible without your sincere effort, Itisha and Ayush, and the backend team, because of all the technical glitches and all the technical responsibility, the social responsibility, Mr. Shubham, he has been helping us in executing this event pretty well. Thank you so much, Shubham. So he's the backend team manager. He's leading the team of design, and he's leading the team of website developer. And my design team under the leadership of Swati, the website creation team under the leadership of Nima, Pratik, he has been an editorial team representation. Thank you so much, Pratik. Whatever spelling error, if it is coming on Twitter, LinkedIn, please don't blame me. It is Pratik. He has written all those comments, and if you want to have a change in the content, please let me know. I will make that happen from Pratik. But he has been carefully listening since last 2 days, and this is how we are now ending the result. And my co-partner and co-founder of Adacom Media, Mr. Ashish Jain. He has been a wonderful support and a good colleague for help me executing this event. Thank you so much, Ashish. It would not have been without all you and many team players, but these are few people who are leading the teams, and this is all a teamwork. So diversity from the government to corporate to core healthcare and wellness community, Ayush, CIOs, CTOs, pharma, academia, medical institutions, and whatnot. We had given an emphasis of having a specific panel for the specific representation in specific industry, so that a better outcome could, be generated from that particular session. And as Kumar Vijendra Shekhar sir said, that he will be definitely jotting all this outcome and will be coming up with a white paper and will be submitting it to some of the various departments and the government bodies, if they can help in improving our healthcare community at large. And this has definitely opened the doors of collaboration and networking. We admire your dedications, all the eminent speakers, your effort in social upliftment, enhancement of the healthcare education as a service to humankind, not only in your city, but also in the other part of the country. Your sincere contribution towards the society at large is really commendable. Salute to all of you. We hope that you all have enjoyed and learned a valuable insight from our eminent speakers, expert, and healthcare professionals. We truly appreciate your time with us. Thank you so much, audience and viewers who have been listening on Facebook, LinkedIn, and who have been witnessing us live. Thank you for making this event lively by active participation in putting questions in the chat box and Q&A rounds. All these small factors make an event successful. It shows how much involved and entertained you are in the entire these 2 days. So keep following our social media handles for the latest updates, news, and love yourself, love your family, love your kids. Namaste, everybody. Achhe din aane wale hain. In fact, aa gaye.
Thank you, sir. And at the last, I just want to add, sir, this won't be possible without your motivation. So, if kitni galtiyan kare, so you are always there on the back end to support us and to guide us. Acha, is problem ko ab solve kaise karna hai. So, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, team. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. All the best to all of you. Look forward
Thank
to
you,
meet you
ma'am. Thank you so
on
much.
campus.
Absolutely,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you
We'll
very
be
much.
coming to visit.
Thank you. Please come. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, ma'am. Thank you, Ranjit sir.
Thank you, Ishita.
Bye,
All the
Mr.
best.
Namit Soneji. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Naresh
much.
Dubleji.
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank
Param.
you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Meena Kumari ji, namaskar. Thank you so much.
Namaskar, sir.
Yes,
Namaskar.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.